costs. Question number 4,
Thank you.
Carmel Sepuloni.
To the Minister of Social Development, what percentage of cancer patients receiving benefits have been found to not really have cancer due to the requirement that they submit regular medical certificates to Work and Income New Zealand?
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr Speaker, I regret I'm unable to answer this, as the Ministry advises that this information is held within individual client files. However, I can say that I am unaware of any case where a patient has been found to not have cancer after they've provided an additional medical certificate to Work and Income. Medical certificates have been a requirement since 1972. The purpose of providing them to Work and Income is to ascertain the client's ability to work, not whether they have cancer, which is a decision for their medical practitioner. This government is committed to making sure that those who are unable to work are granted an exemption from looking for work while they undergo treatment.
Supplementary question, Carmel Sepuloni.
Does the woman who spoke to Radio New Zealand, who had to get the hospital to fax through evidence of her breast cancer surgery on the day of her surgery, deserve special consideration?
Just outrageous. The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Well, Mr Speaker, all people who are eligible and receiving support through a benefit that are on a job seeker, health condition and disability benefit have to provide medical certificates, as they have done since 1972. It is unfortunate when that occurs on the same day as their treatment. And I have met with the Cancer Society. And I have guaranteed them that MSD will work to make sure that this process is handled as sensitively and carefully as it can be.
Supplementary question, Carmel Sepuloni.
Does Robin Kilpatrick, who is currently undergoing chemotherapy, radiotherapy and will be having 2 surgeries, deserve special consideration given she is planning to return to work in January, all going well?
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Well, Mr Speaker, I think all of us would accept that people undergoing such a difficult treatment process need special consideration. However, as I say, medical certificates have been required since 1972. What I have asked of MSD is that they make sure that these people are treated with sensitivity and that the system is made as easy as possible for them.
Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order, Carmel Sepuloni.
I seek leave to table a letter to Robin Kilpatrick dated 2nd of October 2015 from WINS requiring her to go in for a meeting to discuss how she's preparing for work.
Leave is sought to table that particular letter. Is there any objection? There is none. It can be tabled.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Carmel Sepuloni.
Does a person with aggressive ovarian cancer deserve special consideration, or should they also make themselves available for work?
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr Speaker, if they are on a job seeker, health condition and disability benefit, they are not required to be looking for work. And if the member has any examples, as I've said to the Cancer Society yesterday, if there are any examples where that is happening, please let my office know and we will make sure that it finishes as quickly as possible.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Carmel Sepuloni.
Why doesn't this government show some compassion and common sense and expand the supporting living payment to people with a serious illness?
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Well, Mr Speaker, the supported living payment is for people with a serious illness. That means that for more than 2 years, they will be ill. It is a specific benefit that is focused on those who have long-term illnesses, long-term disabilities or a terminal illness, and based on medical advice, so they are required to provide proof of that illness at either 2 years, 5 years or never, depending on the advice from their medical practitioner.
In the criteria.
Question number 5, Andrew Bailey.